Let's start on your mat in a seated position. We'll start with a little breathing, pranayama, nadi shodhana. So you can take your peace fingers and touch them to the middle of your forehead and have your thumbs and ring fingers ready to use. If it doesn't work to plug off your nostrils, like squish the nostrils down, to alternate the nostrils that are breathing, you can also do your thumbs. Jamie's doing a little demo to plug off each nostril from the bottom rather than squishing. All right. So you can close your eyes or look to one spot on the floor and set yourself up to plug off your right nostril and breathe in the left nostril. Then switch and breathe out the right nostril as you plug up the left. Stay here, breathe in the right. When you're ready to exhale, switch and breathe out the left. Stay here and breathe in. When you're ready, switch and breathe out the right. Stay here and breathe in. Switch and breathe out the left. On your own timing, do that 2 or 3 more rounds. You stay for the inhale and then you switch on the exhale. If this is what your body, mind, and spirit needs today, you're welcome to stay here and do the Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, for as long as you like. If you're craving something different, you can release your hands to your lap and create some cows and cats in the spine, but from a seated position. You can pull on the front of the kneecaps and arch your spine, look up. And as you exhale, round the spine, rock to the back of the tailbone, pull belly button to spine, chin to chest. Do that 2 or 3 more times. Inhale, rock the spine, look up. Exhale, round, look back. On your own timing, 1 more round. Come to center, sit up tall, inhale. Take a gentle spinal twist to the right. So you can bring right hand to the floor behind you, left hand across the thigh. And check in with the pelvis. Press both sit bones down into the mat and press your right hip forward as you look further to the right. Press the right hip forward, advance, Simon says here, as you pull the right shoulder back. Gently come through center on your inhale and move into the other side on the exhale. Breathe in as deeply as you can. Pull pit of belly to spine as you deepen the twist. Ground both sit bones down as you press your left hip forward. And look as far to the left as you can, breathe out. 1 more breath cycle, sit as tall as you can. Empty out. Move back to center on your inhale, downward facing dog on your exhale. If there's any pose at any time that your body needs other than what I'm calling, please listen for what you need. Focus your eyes to one spot. You can pedal out your knees or any other movement. The practice of asteya, non-stealing, on your mat may look like checking in with, am I trying to push more than what my body has resources for? Or am I not using up the resources that have already been given to me? Yeah, so there's a fine balance, weigh the balance between not too much, not too little, so that you can be in the place of non-stealing. Ragdoll at the back of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet, align your heels behind your second and third toes, and check in. How big of a bend in the knees gives you the place where you're inviting yourself into new possibilities, but at the same time able to be in ease. Shake the head no if that feels good. You could do horse lips. Release the hands, option to toe heel the feet to touch. Take a halfway lift on the inhale, look towards the front of your mat. On the exhale, fold deeper. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, see what you're looking at while you breathe. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Extended mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Close your eyes or look to the space where your middle fingertips connect. And set an intention for your practice tonight, a sankalpa. What is it that you're committed to creating in your practice, and also letting go of the idea that you have to have it anyways. Non-stealing from yourself by being an invitation. Let's Om together 1 time. Fill up the sound of fill up the space with the sound of Om here. Inhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release your hands by your side, stand tall. Extended mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Forward fold on the exhale. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Any variation your body needs. Could be cows and cats. It could be high to low plank, up dog, down dog. Somehow connect your breath with your movement. And let each moment be a brand new experience of where is the edge that you're stepping up to without going overboard, overexerting, and also, where's the place that you need to maybe back off so that you cannot steal from your future self, depending on what's happening in your body. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. 1 more sun salutation A, extended mountain pose. Inhale, see one thing. Forward fold, breathe out. See another thing towards the back of your mat. Flat back, breathe in, set your eyes to one spot. Keep it there as you flow high to low plank. If you choose cows and cats, everyone take your gaze up on the back bend, up, down, look back, breathe out. I had an experience today where my ego was trying to steal from my practice as I was looking up at the ceiling in my living room and noticed all of the dust on the fan. Often I'm at home and it's like the dog hair or whatever it is, and it's like, oh, I'm stealing from myself by focusing on this thing that is not a part of, my growth. So wherever you're at, use your eyes. If you need to close them, close them. If you need to look to a new spot, do that. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Stay and breathe, exhale. Lift and spread your toes. Check in, where's the weight in your feet? Do you need to press more through the inner edge of the ball of the foot or more through the center of the heels? Take 1 more breath in. Forward fold on your exhale. Flat back, inhale. High to low plank or any other variation of a vinyasa. Check in, what's gonna be the non-stealing practice for this vinyasa? Go to your edge, not beyond. Right foot forward, warrior 1 or crescent lunge, you choose. Jamie's taking warrior 1 if you wanna press into the center of the back heel. Here's some advanced Simon Says cues. Bring your thumbs to the bottom ribs and your middle fingers to your hip bones, the hip tips. Thumbs, and draw the hips up towards the ribs and the ribs down towards the hips. Lift the front of the pelvis up. And then reach back up. Inhale, look up. High to low plank, breathe out. Your vinyasa. See on purpose as you breathe in and out and move left foot forward, either warrior 1 or crescent lunge. Check in with your feet. And if that self-assist was helpful, you can bring it in. See one thing out in front of you on your next breath and stretch up, reach up, go to your max without jumping over the edge. Hide a low plank. Up dog, down dog. Excuse me. If you're making the shapes without breathing on purpose, it could be stealing from your practice. So if you need to back off so that you can breathe deeply, please do. Lift your heels, look forward. As you exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Flat back on your inhale. Hold on the exhale. Chair twist to the right. Could it be with the hands in prayer? Any variation. See what you're looking at. Pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine. Use the next inhale to back off a little bit and then the exhale to go deeper into it. And twist to the other side. Breathe in as you transition, breathe out as you enter. Check in with your feet, lift and spread the toes. Make adjustments so you feel the inner and outer edges of the feet evenly. Use the next breath in to back off and use the next breath out to slingshot deeper. Extended mountain pose, inhale. Quad stretch, right foot back. Or dancer pose, right foot back. Yeah, super early in a practice, so let go of the idea that your dancer should look like you've just been in a heated room for 30 minutes. Let's be with the pose as it is, as it isn't. You're welcome to keep the bind and try on half moon. Gentle with yourself. Any variations? Pull belly button to spine. The ego might be trying to steal from the enjoyment of this moment while you breathe and wobble around. Deep breath in. Switch sides slowly. Think about a 6-year-old that tries to balance on one foot and falls out and giggles about it. Yeah, expectations are, I guess what I'm saying, expectations that we should not wiggle and wobble in life are a way of stealing. See and breathe. Stay here as long as you need to feel balanced and then open up to half moon. The expectations are like shoulds. Don't should in this moment. Just fall out and breathe and see. One more breath. Release, extended mountain pose. Inhale. Forward fold on the exhale. Flat back, breathe in. Vinyasa, high to low plank. Or tabletop cows and cats. Kick the right leg up in the air on the inhale. Draw knee to nose, exhale. Kick back, breathe in. Knee to right elbow, breathe out. Kick back, breathe in. Knee towards left elbow, breathe out. Kick back, breathe in. Low lunge, breathe out. I'll flow you through crescent lunge on the inhale. Warrior 2 on the exhale, listen. Goddess pose or horse pose. Jamie, I liked that transition, star pose to horse pose. We'll do that on the other side. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Without stealing from yourself, like your future self and the energy needed for later. See, is it possible to go a little deeper into this pose? Or to soften a little more into the pose for 5, 4. Breathe, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, stretch up to star pose. Low, high to low plank, up dog, down dog, into crescent lunge on the other side. Oh wait, we did the leg lifts. Kick the left leg high, breathe in. It was knee to nose. Kick back, no rush, take your time. Knee to left elbow as you breathe out. Go get the max of the pose, get all of it. Knee across on your exhale. Kick back, get all of it. Low lunge. Crescent lunge for as much as you can get in the inhale. Warrior two in the exhale. Star pose on the inhale. Horse pose on the exhale. What's needed in your body. Focus your eyes to one spot without letting the ego take over with thoughts about it. One more inhale. See where you need to go on the exhale. Star pose, breathe in. You could even do some sparkle fingers. Low, high to low plank, up dog, down dog. Lift your heels, look forward. Travel to the front of the mat. Flat back on the breath in. Hold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. However you want to get to boat pose, exhale. Boat pose, Navasana. For 3 breaths, go right away. Pull the belly button into the spine. Press the shoulder blades in towards the spine. I love a practice where toes end up right in my face. Kristen, deep breath in, Elaine. Bridge pose, make your way onto your back. What's going to be non-stealing for your body? Is it going to be to back off and take supported bridge? Or is it going to be stealing from your future self because you could do more? Yeah, if it's going to injure you, back off. If it's going to empower you, go deeper. If you're in the go more, actually back off 1 inch, tuck the tailbone up towards the ceiling, then relift. For 5, 4, 3, 3, 2. Slowly come down. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Supine figure 4. If there's another hip opener that your body's craving, please take it. Otherwise, you can grab onto the back of the thigh or knee. Anand Malhotra says in his Yoga Sutras book 2.37, the more the person chases, the less they have. So in this moment, rather than chasing for something other than what's here, the invitation is to be present. Without wishing anything were any different. Switch legs that you're stretching. Could be left ankle across the right thigh for supine figure 4 or half pigeon. Been present too lately. One of the ways that I steal from myself is just saying yes to whatever somebody wants instead of saying, oh, let me think about it. Like, oh, I was stealing from myself by just defaulting to what they wanted for me. So yeah, as you're all choosing your own variations, practicing non-stealing. Once you feel balance between the two sides, come up to a seated position, seated forward fold for hamstring stretch. You could have bent knees, you could pull the toes towards your face. Take 3 breaths, your fullest breaths. Get all of the oxygen available for your lungs in this moment, and then empty them all the way out. After your 3 breaths, you could take reverse tabletop or fish pose for 3 breaths. Especially if you've been at a computer or in cell phone pose for a while today, open the chest. If you want some lion's breath, you can stick your tongue out towards your chin and say, it's time to go upside down. It's going to be in the practice of non-stealing, that waterfall pose, shoulder stand, head stand, hand stand. Because it's such a short practice, you have 30 seconds with your feet in the air. If you're in waterfall pose and want to extend your arms up, you could shake your legs out, shake your feet and your hands and wrists out. Blah, 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 blah. Don't do that if you're in headstand. Keep action. If you're in shoulder stand, keep action. Breathe. You're welcome to stay or come down into final relaxation shavasana. Guiding you through a little meditation visualization. So if you want to do that on your back in shavasana, you're welcome to. You're welcome to be on your back or come up to a seated position. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Big inhale. Open mouth, sigh it out. You can let your eyes be closed or let them rest softly on one spot. And as you are on your normal, natural breathing, start to notice if you can feel the breath move in your nostrils. And see how relaxed you can let your body be as you exhale. On your inhales, notice the breath move in the nostrils. As you exhale, let your body be at ease. This day of the practice of non-stealing can mean a lot of different things in the day-to-day life. It can look a lot of different ways. Today, I invite you to consider it as a balancing act. Visualize in your mind an old-timey scale where if you put a lot of weight on one side, the other side rises up. And if you put a lot of weight on the other side, even more than the first side, and we're looking to create balance. Allow yourself to visualize this balancing scale. And on one side, place the areas in your life where you may be overdoing, overexerting, taking on more than necessary. Or even the areas of your life where you take more than necessary. And on the other side, in your mind, imagine placing the areas where you may be underexerting, maybe depriving yourself, where you're not taking enough and therefore stealing from yourself because you're not taking what you need. Now imagine both sides coming into balance. There's a place of equilibrium where you have ease And you also have the effort. You take what you need without taking too much or too little. You can silently repeat to yourself or just listen or say out loud. I have 3 little affirmations for us. I honor my limits and respect my boundaries. I honor my limits and respect my boundaries. I give and receive in balance and harmony. I give and receive in balance and harmony. I am complete and whole as I am. I am complete and whole as I am. If it's available, is there a space for gratitude for the just right places in your life? You have just the right amount of giving and taking. Gratitude that you have a choice. Really bring your awareness back to your breath. Notice again the inhale through the nose. This time, as you exhale, you can invite some movement to your fingers and toes. Notice the breath in through your nose. And this time, roll over to either side into a fetal position. As you move through the rest of the day, the invitation is to bring with you a sense of balance. So notice the times where you may be overexerting, and then what could you do to dial it back? Could it be to breathe, even just to notice? Or the opposite, you've gone to the other extreme, and maybe a little effort is needed. When you're ready, come up to a seated position. Touch your palms together at the center of your chest. Remember that the practice of Asteya means honoring your limits while embracing your wholeness. We'll Om together one loud time. Inhale. Ah. Put your thumbs to the middle of your forehead. May all beings everywhere be blessed with happiness and freedom. May the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives contribute to that happiness and freedom for all. We bow forward in gratitude for this practice that came to us from India and brought us together today. Thank you.